Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today I wanted to talk about the latest Inside Star Citizen on Alpha 4.1.1 and the latest 4.1.1 PTU patch. They sort of dropped a load of information about exactly what we were going to see at Fleet Week in a lot more detail, showed some sneak peeks and talked about some of the 4.1.1 patch in general. Let's start with that. There is going to be some spoilers throughout this video. I mean, it's only spoilers if you didn't watch the Inside Star Citizen and haven't looked at the latest PTU patch, because they are labeling a load of these ships and vehicles now. But 4.1.1, they've got 60 plus new missions. It's the biggest drop for missions since 4.0. Huge focus on combat missions and making the game a lot more combat mission orientated, or at least having a lot of stuff for players to do for those roles and bringing them up to a significantly better standard. There's the Hunt the Polaris mission, which is going to be around for Fleet Week. You're going to be chasing a Polaris around. You will have to help other ships fight it if you want and that sort of stuff. And if you take it out, then you'll get a reward and later script and stuff like that. There's also 12 patrol contracts. There's illegal and legal ones from Headhunters and Foxwell, respectively. And they're not really linear, though. Basically, 4 different types of objective can spawn when you go there. They can be all clear, so nothing more to do other than go to the next area, but it can also be take out all the ships in this area, protect a ship, or search and destroy, which will have you like scanning for like probes and stuff, and then either going, yeah, that's good, or no, we've got to take this one out, and then sometimes doing a fight. They are potentially going to expand these objectives based on feedback. If people like the patrol missions and they go, yes, we want more, then they're going to expand those out. There's the ghillie combat and training missions. There's actually some new ones for Fleet Week, basically 3 missions here for newbies to sort of get progressively harder combat missions to go get better at combat and enjoy the game, and we'll hold your hand a little bit while doing that. And there's also 12 ambush missions, which involve you hiding in an area with a high signature and then waiting there and then attacking the target when it's close, not letting them escape. Again, they plan to expand upon these in the future. Ace pilots might turn up during missions as well, and they are going to be pretty hard to take out. So that's the idea. If you do take them out, though, you can go and loot the pilot's body, and they'll have stuff on them like guild script, which is very valuable. Wicklow wants the script for cool rewards like new ships and stuff. Also, you can find merc script around expo halls and get both types from missions. During that Inside Star Citizen, they showed off some of the expo hall in a lot more detail with the actual ships there. So they're going to be keeping the layout from day to day, but assumedly some of the ships and vehicles will change every couple of days when the new manufacturers come in, but some of the areas will remain the same. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but it looks like, yes, some of the ships will stay in the same place. Others will get cycled out, and like the fighter hall will get changed for the new manufacturers' fighters and stuff like that. But you're going to be able to buy and rent different stuff when the different manufacturers take over, so be sure to check back at the rental kiosks at the front of the hall and the RSI website if you are after anything in particular. They also said 4 more ships and vehicles were going to be revealed over the next couple of weeks for the stuff that's going to be shown at Fleet Week. We've already seen, and they've already revealed, the Starlance attack. And they've now revealed, to a very light degree, the Anvil Asgard, the Greycat MTC, and the Mirai Guardian MX. So Anvil Asgard looks like it is potentially based on the Valkyrie hull, but it's focusing more on dropping a vehicle off as a dropship and sort of combat ship. So getting a ship to ground kind of focus as a dropship, as a sort of support ship for that. And then you've got the Greycat MTC, which appears to be a mobile armory for sort of security operations, carrying armor and that sort of stuff around for FPS usage. And then you've got the Guardian MX, which appears to be a more combat and potentially more missile variant of the Guardian. What's that? There's something missing, because that's 3 new things, and obviously the Starlance attack, which they've already revealed, which suggests to me there may be something else. Maybe a combat ATLS. That would be my expectation. If you want to see some more on the descriptions and a little sneak peek at the halls, I've got a video on that as well, just sort of going around and going a little bit of a preview. Have a look. We've had a new Star Citizen now for 4.1.1 PTU patch. The showroom for Wicklow has opened up a bit more, so the old stuff is still available there, the sort of old rewards. They've expanded the Emporium to have more floors, and it looks like they'll continue to do that to a degree, but obviously they'll get to a state where they have to remove old rewards maybe. We'll have to see what happens there. There's new armors as well, stuff like that they're showing off. The ATLS combat suit is appearing again there as well. They've updated the Hunt the Polaris mission. It's now set up to reward all players with script instead of just mission leaders, and I believe it can now more readily be accepted by everyone on the server that wants to get involved. They disabled the ATLS tractor beam in green zones, as people were using that to disrupt the Expo and the Idris tour. They've increased the Scorpius and Hurricane turret ammunitions and recharge rate. Obviously, they've been doing that for a load of manned turrets in the game in the last couple of patches. They're testing some new recoil for a few vehicle weapons in the release as well in this current build. An option to scale effects of the recoil and disable them has been added as well. This currently affects the Panther repeaters, the size 4 Omnisky cannons, and the Polaris's weapons as well, or the cannons there. They've also updated comms calls with new 3D building block updates. This has a comm call coming through to you during many missions and communications. Someone's face talking to you. It's cool. Some other bits and bobs in that build. There's a new range of different types of torpedo, all the way up to size 12. There's some PDCs, the point defense systems on display, sort of different ones that I hadn't realized. There's like a pepper box one with size 1 missiles that fire out to take out clusters of enemies or hit high speed moving fighters and things like that. There's flight blades. These are relatively minimal in what they do, flight blades, but they allow you to sort of trade your speed for strafing, or your strafing and agility for more forward speed. There's a missile turret for the Scorpius, sort of bespoke one for that. They are starting to show off, I believe, the different parts of the Idris K, so different turrets and stuff like that. There's a new turret for the Nova tank as well, basically turning its big gun into a ballistic Gatling. So when is 4.1.1 going live? We don't know. It could be for the weekend. It could be next week. It's obviously going to be going live before Fleet Week starts. So anytime between now and the 15th. There are issues at the moment in the build, and Cloud Imperium are trying to solve some of this, including performance stuff. But if you crash during quantum travel, then you can't do a load of stuff that you'd want to do, like fire a weapon or quantum travel or scan. And there's various sort of longer term persisting issues that the PTU has had that they're still trying to solve. CIG did iterate that going into the live release of 4.1.1, we're expecting equipped items and armor to disappear off the player. This issue is fixed in builders after 4.1.1 is live, but going into the build, that will occur. They also said that they're going to get some further updates for 4.1.1 today, Friday, to solve some of the issues with comms calls and stuff like that. They're trying to improve a lot of this stuff. So it's hard to tell whether they're trying to rush this build for the weekend and then hotfix it, or if they're going to get it out early next week. Only time will tell, but you won't have to wait long to know. Please go check out my video on the little sneaky peekies at the Expo Hall and those new ships and vehicles if you are interested. Something else you might be interested in, NordVPN. Oh, the best darn NordVPN we've ever advertised on the BoredGamer channel. Maybe you should go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer or use the links below, get a big discount. You get better accessibility, privacy, and securities on your interwebs. I use it. I love it. Maybe you will too. Use the links down below. May is about fleets, lots of dogfighting, flying with friends, and once again we've partnered with the Lunar Wolves, a Star Citizen organisation looking for recruits. Maybe you might be an appropriate fit. You can check the recruitment page for them down below. But we're giving away a fleet of ships. Commenting on any of my videos during the month of May gets lots of different lucky winners. The chance to win a Constellation Andromeda, a F7C Super Hornet Mark II, a Redeemer, and a Cutlass Black. Each winner will win one of those, courtesy of the Lunar Wolves. But wait, there is more. The Lunar Wolves are also giving away an RSI Polaris with lifetime insurance to one of their new recruits. Winners of that particular ship will be selected randomly from eligible org signups, but the rest of those ships, they're given away on my channel entirely, so you just need to comment on any of my videos to be in for a chance of winning. Lunar Wolves welcome all who share their passion for adventure and love of Star Citizen, and you can find out more about them on the lunarwolves.org webpage as well. If you would like to further support the channel, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that sort of good stuff. We've got join buttons under videos that help support the channel as well. You get some exclusive videos that are going out now. They've got Patreon, which basically does the same. We make daily Star Citizen content here, and that's partly due to the people that go the extra mile and help out the channel. I hope you have a fantastic May, a fantastic Fleet Week, and a great Star Citizen Alpha 4.1.1 experience.